everyone, and welcome to the 24 Evening News. Coming up next, gas prices are soaring, but prices are higher in some areas than in others. Barack Obama takes a trip to the Middle East. The U.S. begins talks with Iran about its nuclear program. A crane collapse leaves 4 dead in Houston. And some bizarre ingredients are making its way into your hair care products. The 24 Evening News begins now.
From the 24 News headquarters in Hamden, Connecticut, this is the 24 Evening News with Marcus Harun.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Marcus Harun, and gas prices and the economy are the top issues on everyone's mind these days. With gas prices over $4.20 in most of the country, people are beginning to wonder when the prices will stop rising. But gas prices are not the same in every state, and people are wondering why they have to pay more than those in a neighboring state. Nino Napolitano has this story.
Thanks, Marcus. Alaska has the highest gas prices in the nation, with a gallon of regular gasoline at $4.62, followed by California at $4.58 as of June 30th. Hawaii, Connecticut, and Washington make up the top 5 states with the highest prices, with New York and D.C. not far behind at $4.29 and $4.16, respectively. Best states to buy gas: Missouri comes out top at $3.86 for a gallon of regular, followed by Oklahoma at $3.86 as well, and South Carolina, Mississippi, and Arkansas, Iowa, Kansas, and Alabama are next in line. Mary Montgomery, spokesperson for the Automobile Club of Southern California, says the primary reason behind the high gas price in California is market segmentation, a marketing term that basically means California, along with many other states, has developed a boutique blend of fuel in a bid to uphold environmental and ecological standards. Now, in California's case, the blend helps clear the state's atrocious smog. Michael Wright, Vice President of Public Affairs for AAA Missouri, says his state is usually among the top 3 in terms of low gas prices. A contributing factor, he said, is the state's per gallon tax, and the rate of it is the lowest in the nation. He also states that the most, if not all, states impose a tax on gasoline, but few are as low as the 17 cents a gallon Missouri levies. And also, Missouri, unlike most other states, doesn't impose a sales tax on top of that. The state also benefits from good distribution via crisscrossing a network of pipelines, which can usually result in cheaper gas in rural areas than in major cities. So, that all may lead you to asking this: the next time you go out and fill up, the price of gas may get you thinking. Nino Napolitano, 24 News.
Thank you, Nino. And in other news, Barack Obama started a tour of war zones and foreign capitals in Afghanistan and Kuwait. Obama arrived Saturday on an official Congress visit, but this was his first visit to Afghanistan. This comes less than 4 months before the general election. Republican John McCain has criticized Obama for taking so long to take his first visit. Obama is also expected to stop later in Iraq. According to CBS News, by visiting Afghanistan before Iraq, Obama is trying to show in his campaign that the primary importance of the war is in Afghanistan. Senator Obama has criticized the Bush administration for making Iraq the focus of the American foreign policy rather than Afghanistan, which he deems is a grave mistake. In other news, the United States is calling on Iran to negotiate over its nuclear program after officials agreed to resume talks in 2 weeks on suspending uranium enrichment. Saturday's talks were the first to include the United States. Just before talks began, Iran decided against stopping its program entirely. In Washington, a representative for the State Department said Iran has 2 weeks to give a clear answer. Washington's participation has raised expectations that Iran may compromise soon. In exchange, 6 countries would hold off on passing UN sanctions. Well, coming up next, after the break, the crane collapse leaves 4 dead in Houston. We'll have that story. And some bizarre ingredients are making their way into your hair care products. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Your 24 News Brief starts right now. Hey there everyone, I'm Marcus Harun. Big news this primary night. Tonight we had a full half hour of live coverage and results. And these are your headlines in your 24 News Brief. These are your headlines in your 24 News Brief. These are your headlines in your 24 News Brief. I'm Marcus Harun, and I hope everyone has a great day. Well, thanks for staying with us. One of the nation's largest mobile cranes collapsed at a Houston oil refinery on Friday. 4 were killed and 7 were injured in the latest of many fatal accidents that have raised concerns about the safety of construction cranes. The 30-story tall crane is capable of lifting 1 million pounds. It fell over a refinery in southeast Houston last week. The massive, deep red crane lay on the top of a smaller, bright yellow crane on the grounds of the refinery. Ambulances and fire trucks were lined up outside. The casualties were in the area of the crane, but officials still aren't certain whether they were on the crane or under it. 3 of the injured were treated and released at the scene. 2 severely injured workers were taken by helicopter to a local hospital, and the other 2 injured workers were taken to a hospital by ambulance. The company that owns the crane has described it as one of the nation's largest mobile cranes. Well, since ancient times, people have created personal care products with very strange ingredients, like arsenic. Today, the ingredients are only slightly less bizarre. Here are 5 weird items you might not have known about. Number 1. Good old table salt is a common ingredient in shampoo, facial cleanser, body wash, bubble bath, and anything else that foams. Number 2. Pepper spray is one of the main ingredients in lipstick. Number 3. One of the 2 components of dynamite, DE, is found in natural toothpaste, deodorant, and cat litter. Number 4. Egg whites are used in skin firming products. And number 5. Plastics are easily incorporated into many skin and hair products. It makes a waterproof mascara waterproof. Well, that brings us to the end of the broadcast tonight. Remember, you can stay with 24 News and 24newsnow.com anytime for more news, weather, and sports. I'm Marcus Harun, and I hope everyone has a great week.